4x4 shelf sitter canvas. All right, we're gonna start by adding just a wee bit of this iridescent medium. It's a thicker texture or a thicker paint. I'm gonna add some of that to my palette, and I'm gonna use a palette knife to just cover my entire canvas. All right, we wanna give it a little bit of a textury background. Just fill in some of that canvas, some visual interest, just a full coat on the top. You can do the sides as well if you want to. I'm just gonna hit the top. Should just squirted it on the canvas, huh? So just a little coverage on the top, leave all that delicious texture. And that's our start. All right, I'm gonna add a little more of this texture to my plate. And then I'm gonna add the tiniest bit of the Master's Touch pink. Looks coral to me, but it says pink, just a tiny bit. And then we're gonna use purple red, which looks pink to me. Just a tiny dollop. And antique gold, which is a metallic color. Well, that is brand new, unopened. So let me get the one I know is open. And we'll just get a tiny dollop of that as well. Maybe we will. All right. Nope. All right, so a little bit of that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this paddle palette knife to make myself a cute little heart. And I'm just going to load it pretty heavy, pretty good amount of plaster. And I'm gonna just smush down and bring it down. Load it again. Let's do the other side. Just smush it down and bring it. Might have to do it more than once. Let's get all of this pearl or iridescent and formulate ourselves a little bit of a heart. Now let me scoop that up again. Get myself a little point. Perfect. This is why we do a little texture first. So if we make a boo-boo, it just is part of the look, right? So I'm gonna wipe that off. And I'm gonna grab up a tiny bit of this pink that looks coral, not much. That's why I said just a tiny bit, just a little bit of a dollop. And I'm gonna just hit my heart. I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna get some of the purple red, which looks pink to me. Kind of smear it on the back of your palette knife, just the tiniest bit. I'm gonna hit it again in that same general area. I'm gonna leave that, wipe it off. Now, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that gold on the back, teeny bit, and we're gonna hit a few spots of gold right onto our heart. And guess what? I'm gonna get a tiny bit more. Just kind of smush it on the back of that and hit a little bit of gold on top of that pink. And I'm gonna stop before I make mud. All right, we're gonna let this dry. And when we come back, we're gonna add some beautiful seed beads to it and add resin. So I'll see you when this is dry. Okay guys, I've mixed up the tiniest amount of art resin. It is literally a half a teaspoon of hardener and a half a teaspoon of a resin. And I have mixed this together for 3 minutes. And now all I'm gonna do, now that my heart is dry, is I'm gonna pour about half of that, you know, about the size of a half a dollar, about half. And I'm literally just gonna use my fingers and I'm gonna spread that around on the top surface of my little heart arts, my heart arts. And we're not gonna add glass to this. We are gonna add some little seed beads from Hobby Lobby. All right, so I have some silver lined pink seed beads and some crystal that are kind of iridescent. All right, so let me wipe off my finger so I don't get resin all over the little beads. And what I have are iridescent and a little bit, tiny leftover amount of this pink. So I am going to, on the side that's mostly pink, I'm just gonna add some of that. I'm gonna add some into that gold area as well. I'm just gonna sprinkle out some of those pink seed beads into my resin. And now for the crystal, I'm just gonna open that up. Ugh, I don't wanna spill it everywhere. I'm gonna flip that upside down, and on this side, I'm just gonna sprinkle in some of the crystal ones. I'll mix some of the crystal in on the other side as well. And these are very translucent, so you can still see the beauty of the heart behind it all right? And that is it. I'm gonna take what resin I have left, which is just a smidgy, and I'm just gonna drizzle it over the top of my seed beads. It's not really necessary to do that, but since we have it, I don't wanna waste. So we're just gonna drizzle that over the top. And then we're gonna leave this, we're gonna hit this real quick with our heat gun just to pop any bubbles that we might have. Voila. And just like that, you have a beautiful, pearly, iridescent glass seed bead heart that you can gift to someone you love. Hope you liked it.